Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to be looking at pound US dollar as price has broken to the downside as anticipated. So we did have some data out today. We had the US retail sales as well as yesterday we had some CPI data out of the UK as well. So let's go just take a look at this. We can see that on the US retail sales today, let me just grab a pen tool. You can see that they came in well above expectations and well above previous. So we had a revision to minus 0.9%. Expectations were 0.9%, but we came out at 2.3%. So a big change there for the US dollar. The retail sales month on month, so those were the core retail sales. The retail sales month on month grew from minus 1.1% to 3%. So a big move there. Dollar strength again today because of that data. And this is really going to put some pressure on the Fed. I mean, into Thursday, we've got core PPI and PPI. I imagine we're going to see growth there as well. So lots of pressure on the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates. Now, we did have CPI data as well today out of the UK at 7 AM, and you can see that we've seen a drop in the CPI data there to 10.1%. So a little bit of good news there for the UK in terms of the inflation rate year on year. However, the dollar strength has now pushed pound dollar to the downside, the cable price to the downside. So how can we look for opportunities here and how can we trade this market? Well, we can see that what we talked about most recently was the 122 handle and the 123 handle. We didn't quite make it to the 123. We came just short, came back into this previous daily candle high here, formed a nice wick down, closed back within the previous high, closed under the 122, and then today we've seen price break for the daily low and continue down. So if this is going to continue to push to the downside, I think we are going to see price come down into that 1.1850 level that we've been talking about for a while. Probably see price break for the 200 daily moving average as well and head lower. So I have put a zone in, so that is between the 118.50 and the 1.19 handle. So that zone in there is probably going to be tested in the coming days. So I'm looking for opportunities. Now, if I go to the 4-hour time frame, you can see in a little bit more detail how price, rejected these levels in here. You can see those kind of wicks, and I like looking for opportunities at previous highs, because that to me are areas of resistance. That to me is where price has sold off recently. So, why would I look here, for instance? Well, price sold off aggressively from that level. Why did we look at 122? Well, that's a major level on pound, and it's where price paused before it continued down. And I think I did say when we were looking at the 122 handle, I was looking for price to come back up into that area for another move to the downside, and we finally got that. So that was a nice move. Looking for continuations now. You can see we're trying to find a bit of support at the 1.2. I would expect some kind of buying to come back in at that point, and that's what we want to see, because we want a lower high in this market. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, I'd like to see price maybe come back to this 1.2125 handle. If price can get there, we could look for our bearish patterns and look for opportunities to the downside at that point. If price doesn't get back there, and price continues to push higher, maybe look for price to come back up into these highs at the 122 for another move. I don't think we'll get that now. But the last sort of alternative that you could look for is a consolidation, a breakout and a retest for a move down into the 1.19 or the 1.1850. So those are what I'm going to be keeping my eyes on in the near future here for pound US dollar. I'm going to be looking for opportunities to the downside on either the pullback into the key area of resistance or the consolidation, break and retest, because that would be a good sign of further downside as well. Hope you enjoyed this video update. If you did, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content. I'll speak to you in the next video.